Hi guys, what's going on, and welcome back to another video on Conqueror's Blade. So, you may be wondering, Evo, why are you playing the Nodachi? Well, essentially, they recently made some big changes to the Nodachi. They buffed it, they kind of changed it, and since we kind of recently switched to the pike, and actually that put me medium armor full agility, I was basically in the right setup just to give it a try. So we brought a Nodachi off the market, and, well, giving it a bit of a whirl. I actually quite enjoying switching weapons, so we might do a bit of a, like a monthly weapon switch or something. Go to, I was thinking maybe Spear next, something like that. But anyway, Nodachi for now. They've recently given it a big buff, and it's obviously made it a lot better. Traditionally, the Nodachi has really been, let's face it, one of the sort of runts of the litter in terms of weapon classes. It's really never fared very well. But anyway, let's push up. As we push up into this quite large amount of pikes, are we going to be able to get him here? Stab, thank you. Get the CC knocked down and escape. Then one of the things that the Nodachi has is a lot of CC recovery. Oh, he died. We're just pulling my Iron Reapers with me, which makes it really nice. I've been trying a few different combinations with this, but this is still the first day of me playing it, so go gently on me when I do stupid things. You'll kind of see probably me doing some stupid things in this clip, but as we're pushing on, it's basically I'm finding about trying to chain it. So when I first played it, I've read a few people suggested not using an ultimate, but using, I forget what it's actually specifically called, but it resets your cooldowns. And I thought, not doing that. I'm not using an ultimate. I want my ultimate. I used my ultimate for a while and decided that, it's not a lot of use really. So we've reverted back to having the cooldown, and actually makes it quite nice. As you can see, pushing through quite happily. Iron Reapers obviously doing us proud, helping us to push through and clear at least to the supply point. And now we can go back and start to pressure A, although it actually looks like the team is pretty heavily on the A point. So actually, let's head down here. Okay, we've got some, what's these? Prefetcher guard. Get stuck into these. We know we've got our Iron Reapers behind me, so if they turn on me, we can always just charge our Reapers in. Okay, you're going to rough justice me. Didn't know anyone used that ult anymore, but we can charge in nicely with our Reapers there. Look, and activate our Tiger Step, and we should be able to deal with these prefetcher guards without too much of a problem. Let's just go to work, and there we go, our Bloodlust goes on. So now we can self-heal, and that's one of the nicest things about this Nodachi is the self-heal, because you get Life Leech, particularly once you get your Bloodlust on, then it really basically fully heals itself exceedingly quickly, and that's what's one of the things that recently got buffed, and it makes it so effective. I guess the only thing you've got to be careful of is getting overwhelmed, because even though the self-heal, you're only a medium armor user, so you are fairly fragile, but it's about trying to find that sort of balance between how much healing you get with sort of the life drain, and comparing that to sort of how much health you're losing from what you're attacking. So it can be harder to attack things like Iron Reapers, but anything sort of lower that you can do a little bit more damage on, you can really do pretty well most of the time, which is quite nice. So let's just head over to this supply point and get ourselves healed up. Looks like we're probably going to be pushing in this way then, I guess. Where's the team looking like? Oh, another maul. Completely missed. Yoink. Chased by the maul. Okay, well, let's pull the units up. They've healed fairly well on the supply point. Can we get the interrupt here? Knock someone on the floor? That's one of my favourite abilities, is this little lunging stab. It's so much fun. It's quite nice to be able to knock people down. And the cooldown on it is really short as well, which is nice. Although it does have quite a small hitbox. You have to be pretty accurate to be able to get the stab on. Okay, come on, Mr. Reapers. Let's move on up. And we've got some guys over to the right. They perhaps are going to become my target. Yeah, we've got grey hairs going in there. Go in, recharge. Oh, Madawa backing up. Okay, Tiger Step, self-heal. I'm pinned into a corner. Okay, let's just get some out. Nodachi on, we're on our Life Leech, so we're keeping ourselves up. Oh, okay, there's quite a lot of stuff. Roll out from those Reapers. Deal with a little bit of stuff up here. Yeah, they are pushing us quite hard now. You can see what I mean about the cooldowns coming off fairly regularly, which means you're sort of fairly regularly getting these Life Leeches up, which is nice because you can do quite a lot of damage to any units. Although I think we're about to get overwhelmed here, so we're going to have to try and... Yeah, oh no, I got flattened. Might have even got flattened by the Iron Cap sword charge then. Should be a bit unfortunate. Oh, and here we go, and a good example of another Nodachi doing the same thing, doing the self-heal, fighting loads of enemy units at once, but actually gaining more health out of it than they are actually losing. So I'm finding you really have to now burst damage down using the Nodachis, particularly one-on-one, because otherwise they just gain health quicker than you can actually do damage to them, which is quite funny. And there we go. Okay, so we're going to respawn. What are we going to grab? I guess we're going to go for our Azaps. Okay, let's spawn ourselves in. Come on, little Azaps. I've been trying to have a bit of a go with these Azaps because I want to do a video on them, but I must admit I've largely been struggling with them. I've just not quite found my rhythm with them yet. Because obviously they recently got buffed as well, but yeah, not so sure on them at the moment. Okay, we've got this long sword here. Let's take them down, try and deal with some of these Reapers. Let's go on with the extra damage. I didn't actually mean to hit my cooldown reset. Here we go, onto our Bloodlust. Come in, get with our Azaps as well. We can keep getting stuck in with our hero. And we're still full health, even though we're fighting Reapers. And there we go, the counterattacks came off. Nice. So they can fight Reapers fairly effectively, both as a hero and as the Azaps. Let's push them into the supply point, get them healed up, and then we'll have a look for another opportunity. I feel like this battle isn't going too badly for us. We're keeping pretty decent pressure on the enemy team. Just need to get enough momentum for a push to really kind of try and get in. Come on, little Azaps. Looks like we've got some, I don't know, Cedars then, some stalwarts. Okay, a bit of stuff there. Is that some enemy? Yeah, some enemy grey hairs flanking in here. Let's try and go with the flank of the flank. Oh, should we shoot them with their own grape shot? Let's try and push in. Oh no, maybe that wasn't a good idea because that means they knew I was here. Oh, try and keep them pinned down. Get off my unit. Can't see. Oh, missed. Just swinging wildly. We are beating with the Azaps. Let's just leave that guy if I can't hit him. Just push through to make sure they're dead. Push through those grey hairs. Yeah, so as I say, I'm still struggling a little bit with the Nodachi. But this is day one of playing it, so it's always going to be a little bit rough. What are these? Madao. Okay, these would have come in. Yep, thank you. As you come in the door, go on my counter strikes. And there we go. We can just get stuck into them. Nodachi, lovely for this sort of situation. Just get in, get a nice bit of damage. Nice to have the flames behind as well to assist, and along with the Azaps, we can cut them down. It's a whole tier 5 unit completely wiped out. Let's just push into these javelins then. Imp javs. Go on, let's just go on with our on watch. Try and get some damage in. Got the friendly flames behind to come up with support. We can get stuck in with our Nodachi as well. The actual damage versus units is kind of reasonable. As I said at the start, I am a full agility build, so I'm really kind of going for that armor penetration. Really trying to get that slashing AP over 2000, which I have managed to do. Oh, this longsword. Yeah, I can't quite figure out my combos at times. Plus, I've kind of not got used to how far you swing. I'm kind of a bit used to running with like a pike or a poleaxe where you run an attack and you sort of lunge forwards with it, which means you can kind of catch people a little bit better. I'm also kind of still working out a little bit how far I can lunge with some of my abilities and stuff, which kind of makes it a bit interesting. Got a few kills with that little trebuchet though. Okay, so that was starting to clear point maybe? Come on, keep the pressure on, team. Quite a few enemy heroes around. Oh, yeah, still need quite a lot of bit of work on my my ability to land hits. Do quite badly sometimes, but the damage is actually pretty good, particularly when you have some of the abilities on that give you like massive increased critical value, which means you basically every hit you swing ends up being critical, and it means it ups your damage so much. Start to land sort of just standard hits of 2,000 or 3,000, which is actually quite a lot for standard hero hits, particularly when the Nodachi actually moves fairly quickly. Although, unfortunately, not enough there to get us out, but we were against sort of 4 heroes or something in the end. Well, I think we're going to need to try and regroup as a team, because so the enemy's even sort of sallying out a little bit and getting back on the offensive. I've only got these Janissaries left, another unit that was recently buffed. I've actually kind of been enjoying the Janissaries a little bit, so they're kind of one that's a little bit different. Yeah, 20 seconds, and then we can spawn back in with those. Getting back to base now with our Janissaries. Just gone up round the back way, since that seemed to be at least where kind of a chunk of the team was going. And if we can get it set up here, we can get some good shots down. Although it looks like they've got quite a few ranged units of their own back there. I wonder if we can get set up and shoot down onto them. I don't want to be seen though, because they might start shooting back at... Oh yeah, they are kind of... Can we get... No, we're just going to get shot here, aren't we? Ah! Leave me alone. Let's just pull back a little bit then until the team pushes in, and then we can bring them back down. Otherwise, it's just going to get shot to pieces. Okay, let's go. Bring them in. Bring them in. Come, my little Janissaries. Let's just set up at the back, and let's just go and get stuck in as a hero. Right. Chainsaw Blade. Shoink. There we go. In here. One hit. 2,800 critical. That's what I mean by the damage. The base damage is really nice. And that's one thing that's very enjoyable, or I'm enjoying a lot with it. And I've not even got a that great Nodachi here with me. Oop. Little stray hero kill, I think, from a Janissary bullet there. So, yeah, quite enjoying the Nodachi. It certainly feels a lot more effective than, well, I presume it ever was before. I mean, having played against it, I never really thought much of it. But actually, this is the first time I've ever played Nodachi. Never actually played it before. Or maybe in the closed beta, but I can't even remember. But anyway, kind of interesting. What are your thoughts on the Nodachi so far? Have you been playing it? Have you come up against it? Let me know what you think in the comments down below. And of course, subscribe to the channel for lots more Conqueror's Blade content. Thanks for watching, guys, and I shall see you all on the next one.